It's Wednesday night, and you know what that means. Tell them, Canada Dry.
It's Hot Wheel collectible night at the gym of the old elementary school. No, it's Dynamite After Dark, baby.
I think we should go ahead and hit the intro. Did you hear that? That's the explosion that you get from tuning in to this week's edition of Dynamite After Dark. I am, of course, your main squeeze, your hunk of burning love. I am the JFB. I'm James from Boston.
I am, of course, the patron saint of professional wrestling, the one who brings the shades of excellence. I am that gingered up, bubbly son of a bitch. I'm Canada effing Dry.
Man, I feel bad for the person who's got to follow that. Unfortunately, it's this guy right there in the corner.
Wait. I want to give a shout out to my friend, Bad Take Cade. If we say his name 3 times, we can only say it once.
Yeah.
He appears if we say his name 3 times.
Ooh. Interessante. So let's talk about this man over in the corner right here.
This guy.
He says he's better than your boyfriend, and 99.9% of the, it's 100%. We're talking about the man, the myth, the legend, the Lord of AFW. It's Lord Ryan Rich. How you doing, my brother?
I'm doing fantastic. Everything that JFB just said is 100% factual. You can Google it. 100% true. I'm doing great. I had a great birthday. I got myself a new to me car. So it's been just all roses. And of course, I unified the interim and real Evan World Championships. You're welcome. Thank you. Thank you.
But congratulations is in order. But I digress. I'm on wreckage. I'm not on mayhem, so none of this means anything to me, but it might mean something to this guy beneath us. Because this man, how has he got the most beautiful hair? Birds, bluebirds, like cartoon birds, circle around. They prim and proper it up for him. It's like Cinderella, but instead it's Cinderfella. He's also the GM.
Wow.
But it's evil in the EVP. I'm talking about Joseph Graham. How you doing?
I'm doing fantastic. How are we doing on this Wednesday evening?
I'm doing good.
Yeah, we're doing good.
Yeah.
All right.
Still hold true. Still tired. It's been a long day.
Yeah.
But you know what? I'm going to power through. I'm going to talk about a really good episode of Dynamite.
Well, you need to get
I have a question for JFB here. So I'm looking in the pictures on the side here.
Yeah.
What the hell is this? Who's Trogdor the Burninator?
So occasionally when Matt gets on here and he just types in the most random stuff. He claims he can draw Trogdor. And so I brought it up there. So next time he's on, I said, hey, I could draw Trogdor too as well.
Did you draw this?
No, I didn't draw this.
Okay.
But
all right, the real picture I want to show you guys.
Yes.
Our designer, Alec Haney, he has hit it out of the park again. Now, our logo here, the All Left Wrestling, the burning rubber logo. So I just wanted a pink logo with some stars and pink stars underneath. Casual, tribute to the Hitman.
Yeah.
Casual rip off of the Hitman. No.
Hmm?
Casual rip off of the Hitman.
Yeah, just casual, But he designed me this. And this is approved on Pro Wrestling Tees today. It's a freaking Hot Wheel.
Yeah.
With our comic book logo with a little rip in it.
Yep.
Like it's a mystery Hot Wheel. It's amazing.
I like it. That is a beautiful shirt. That's going in the cart.
I want to. I want to put like a pink mystery machine and have the Scooby Gang in there now.
I was going to say that exact same thing. I was going to say
you're my best friend.
We are great minds think alike, sir.
Yeah, so I'm going to be buying one of those for Al Caney for everything he's done.
Yeah.
He's getting one of those.
Hell yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah. All right. Well, you know what? This week, 327 coming from Quebec City, Quebec, Canada. They named it twice, Quebec City in Quebec. It's
Do you remember that Quebec Nordiques?
I do. Yeah.
They had some ugly uniforms, I gotta say.
Oh yeah, no.
Well, no, the weird end with the hockey stick. What the hell was that?
Yeah.
I didn't like the fleur-de-lis though. That was okay. That was
the fleur-de-lis weren't bad, but the rest of them were just hot trash. Hot trash, I tell you. So we start off with a bang. We start off with Will Ospreay. He's taking on Shibata. Here are a couple of my notes. It's like Tony Khan's booking dream matches. He's like the wizard behind the curtain. You see the big, powerful Tony Khan, but behind it, it's this wrestling nerd like the four of us going, hey, how cool would it be if we went and had Ospreay fight Shibata? And you're like, 5 years ago, you would have been like, that's insane. That's the most ridiculous thing I've ever heard. Not anymore. That's what we're getting. These fans are bonkers for Ospreay. They were on fire, which is not saying much because these fans did not do this show justice at all. And they were quiet for a lot of it. The question on everybody's mind is Ospreay going to wrestle Shibata style of wrestling? The answer is yes. I like the Shibata went in and did a little catch can wrestling. Really good, tough, hard match. That haluva kick to Ospreay outside the ring. Oh God, my jaw still hurts. And then the one he gave Shibata in the corner is equally as bad. Here's the thing: if you're gonna consistently keep him in the Callis family, you can't go around shaking hands. So either he's got to ditch these guys like ASAP, or he's just got to become a heel and screw that crap. Like, pick one or the other, my friend. I'm going to go with Canada Dry first. Canada Dry.
Yeah, I just want to quickly respond to that. I think there's going to be they'll lead to that. I think you just got to hold on to your pants because it's coming. I think you just. Yeah. This match was great. Shibata. He was so good in this. Yeah. What a match to start the show. Giving this match away for free.
Yeah. On
free TV.
Yeah.
Like, it's a great time to be a wrestling fan, I gotta say.
Yeah.
Like this match, I think we could easily give this match alone, I don't know, about 4 stars.
Yeah.
It was a good match.
Yeah, it was a great match. Lord Ryan Rich.
I mean, it's certainly a great way to open your show to have Ospreay and Shibata there. I mean, it just makes me laugh because I'm like, this is so stupid. What world do we even live in? I mean, and then not like getting ahead of myself, but then to have it bookended by the main event, it's just like, this was on free TV. Like, I don't know, man. The match was awesome, and like Shibata just like no selling all the Osprey chops and all the hard elbows and everything, like at different points of the match, just looks so badass.
Yeah.
And good God, they just made each other look fantastic. It was a wonderful match. I loved it.
Yeah, absolutely. EVP.
So
Throw
first
my
thing to
hands
start,
up.
Tony Khan has an embarrassment of riches when it comes to in-ring talent. It's ridiculous. But can we talk about how much Will Ospreay has grown in 7 years? Did you see him in that package from New
Yeah,
Japan?
he's a little guy. He was like that big.
He was babyface as babyfaces get. Like literally, like he was smooth. Like he had
I know, bro.
But the match itself was phenomenal. I loved it. Like, just I've always said that AEW is at its best when it has different types of matches throughout its card. And this match had everything. It had the ground bait, it had the technical, it had the brawling, like it had everything. And it flowed, and the match didn't feel rushed, out of place. It didn't everything felt connected.
Yeah.
It was such a great match. I mean, what do you expect from two of the premier wrestlers today? So
yeah.
I guess we'll bring in Lunatif.
Yeah.
Hey. What's going on?
What's up, Lunatif?
Thank you for all the sandwiches you've been making for everyone. It's so nice.
Oh, yeah.
Wait, hold on. Before we get going, which Eddie is on your shirt?
Kingston.
Get her out.
Yay.
Hey, you expect
Yeah, I wanted to debut on the Wednesday show wearing this shirt, especially for you guys.
Hell yeah.
Wait, JP, are you an Eddie Kingston fan?
I've always been an Eddie Kingston fan.
Oh, so disappointing.
No, he's the king of the bombs. I'm a
He
bomb.
gets a thumbs up from me.
All right. What did you think of this match, Tiffany?
I came on to talk about this match. I thought the match was straight fire. I've always been a fan of both of these guys for a very long time, and I absolutely loved it.
Yeah.
It was amazing. Tonight's episode of Dynamite as a whole was pretty awesome tonight. I loved it.
Now, what would you rather have, this match or a Mountain Dew?
You are trying to put me in tough position.
Well, you got to pick one, Mountain Dew or this match. What are you picking?
I'll drink Mountain Dew while
just picking Mountain Dew over the match. Wow. Wow.
I thought I'd come by and say hi and finally debut on this show, man.
Oh, you haven't been on this one.
Yeah, and honestly, it started to bother me a lot that I never got a Wednesday to call in, and now I finally have a Wednesday to do so.
About time.
And I wanted to say, surprise, Rich.
I think those sandwiches really put you over the top.
Yeah.
Yeah, Rich better not get in there begging me for a sandwich. I'm playing.
I don't know about any begging of sandwiches.
They begged me to make them sandwiches, kind of like Tim does for the Pancake Man. You're not there, but Tim gives.
Okay.
Yeah, they were like,
he's a sandwich lady.
make me
Sandwich
a
lady.
sandwich.
Thank you.
All right.
I'm just messing with y'all.
All right, we'll see you later, Luna.
See you.
Bye.
Bye.
All right, so let's go to we get a video package with Bryan Danielson. There were quite a few video packages. I don't want to spend a tremendous amount of time. If anybody's got anything they want to share, I thought it was really done. I mean, it kind of encapsulated his career. I don't think,
I love how they left out his WWE time.
Oh yeah.
That's great. That's great because so many times they've been guilty of mentioning the other company, and this time they said nothing.
I think it would be hilarious if they just did it timeline by year, and then the years that he was in WWE, it's just a black screen that says the Dark Ages.
storm clouds and lightning.
Yeah.
Redacted.
Then he returned to the general public wrestling. Like, where was he?
Oh,
Well, that's what WWE
Neverland.
does with AEW wrestlers when they come back.
They
He
do
was
with-
gone for years.
Yeah, Cody was the prodigal son that returned home.
Yeah, he had so much ring rust when he went to
Yes.
WrestleMania because he hadn't wrestled in years.
Yeah. He hasn't wrestled in decades.
It's
Speaking of
been
decades.
87 years.
We go backstage. Renee's back there. I think I'm going to give an open invitation to Renee if she would like to come on the show and recap her segments
Yeah.
instead of us doing it, because I think she'd do a way better job than me. She's way better looking than I am. So
She's well qualified, and we know she watches the show.
we do. Yeah. She comments.
Call on in.
Yeah. Just call in.
Call on in.
So she's with the Jacksons. And they accuse her of being unprofessional. Which I thought was just absolutely funny with the questions that she was asking. We know they want their belts back. The inevitable thing that's going to happen is they probably are going to be the next tag champions. But so I work for years when I wasn't busy working on film, I worked in the service industry. And I can't tell you the number of women who have been completely insulted when a man walks up to them and says, you'd be prettier if you smiled a little bit more.
Oh, it's such a.
I know. I was like,
Such a
oh,
The
such a
how
dick thing to
cringe.
say.
Jacksons did this. Oh, like they took douchey to a whole new level.
okay. So, do you think that was like a underlying dig at Vince McMahon, perhaps?
It wouldn't surprise me if that was the case, because I know he's been guilty of saying that about women on his
That's just something that popped in my head when they said it. I was like, oh,
yeah. I wouldn't doubt it.
oh.
The thing about these guys who are saying this, they don't think it's wrong.
Oh no.
They're just like, I don't understand why she's not smiling. She's obviously prettier when she smiles.
Yeah. It's just, you know what? I mean, like I said, like they turned douchey up to 11 and they're about to turn it to 12. So we come back from break and guess who comes out?
What's up,
American
Zach?
World. Yo.
What's up?
And
We're back.
out here comes this beautiful Ferrari. And for those who know me very well, know that number one, I'm a huge Italian sports car fan. Number two is my favorite Formula One team is Ferrari, Scuderia Ferrari. Love Scuderia Ferrari, have for years. They are one of the great legend teams in Formula One. So, of course, Okada comes out in this beautiful Ferrari because he wants to catch the second match.
Zachary, if you want to call in and talk about that, go ahead.
Yeah, go ahead. Call in. Match number 2 is the Young Bucks. They're going to be taking on Private Party. We're going to get to that in a second. Let's get to Zach, because I know Zach wants to talk about the first match. Zach!
Gentlemen,
What's up, Zach?
How are you?
What's up?
effing universe. It is
Let me just
Zach.
address it quickly. We have Caleb in the waiting room. Caleb, we'll get to you after when we're talking about the Young Bucks match, but we're going to talk to Zach quickly.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to make this as quick as I possibly can. In 2016, we all know Shibata. Headbutt on Okada, went wrong, almost died, collapsed backstage twice, subdural hematoma, surgery, all that. I'm pretty sure he had surgery.
Yeah.
To come back from that period was just a miracle. You can call it a miracle of God, miracle of human spirit, whatever you want. It was great. To work a match like he worked, was it 2 weeks ago?
Yeah.
With Danielson,
Yeah.
and then come back tonight and work a stiff as hell match with Ospreay, which was a lot like their original match. But Ospreay's he's come a long way since then.
Yeah.
Hang on, I've got I got y'all on the phone, so I need to turn that down. Like that, I think that says a lot about Shibata as a person, as a warrior, and as a competitor. And also, like, can you imagine going through that and the faith you have to have not only in yourself and in your like health, but the faith you have to have in your opponent to protect you, to keep you safe, to work snug, but not snug enough to send you back to the hospital with a traumatic brain injury. Like, I don't know if a lot of us could do that. If we were.
I couldn't.
Yeah, I know you could, but you're Mr. Canada Dry. So I think Shibata deserves his flowers.
Yeah.
Oh, for sure.
And I know in I don't want to say small circle because it's larger than small, like circle, he does get those flowers, but I think he deserves to be recognized more. But you know,
he needs to be recognized more in the Western world.
Thank you. Yes.
Yeah.
Like, because the casual, like North American wrestling fan probably does not know who Katsuyori Shibata is. Hey, Marley.
Oh,
But let's say this, that they are becoming aware of him.
Oh, yes.
With
Absolutely.
with Brian Danielson.
yeah.
Danielson with like Ospreay. And Ospreay, I went through a phase of not liking Ospreay because he was such a dick on Twitter. He was unlikable. I'm sorry. Yeah, I mean, I'm here to tell the truth, my truth, and nothing but my truth. But he was such a I think somebody from the UK, probably Cater. Wait, no, he's not from the UK.
Yep, he is.
Oh, he is?
Yeah.
He's probably gonna I'm probably gonna get this wrong. So Scott, if you see this, is Ponce the right word? I don't know. But he was such a douchebag that I didn't like him for a time. But now, like, he's growing back on me again. Like, I liked him in the ring, but as a person, and then, I don't know. I expect big things from Ospreay.
Yeah, obviously that was a character that he was playing even on Twitter. Because he's very, very likable.
He did it so good. Like,
Zach, I know you missed the beginning of our podcast, but we were talking about how he looks like Ospreay looked like such a baby in that video package that they sent out.
Oh yeah,
right before the match, man. It's crazy how much he's changed.
Oh, it's awesome. Like to see him, like, because back in the day he didn't do the hidden blade. He did the Os cutter. He didn't really do tiger drivers and all that. I'm sure he did it occasionally. It's not like I've seen every one of his matches, but he's come so far. And I think he was in New Japan for maybe 12 years.
Yeah.
Or something like that.
He's been there a long time.
I think it was like 2012 maybe. So, but he came so far, and it's more impressive with, obviously when he started out over there was probably a language barrier. Yeah. But he applied himself. He learned the craft. He, dabbled in strong style while staying true to his aerial assassin, character. And I think he's going to do big things. It would not surprise me if he wins the AEW title at All In London. It would be a really nice moment. If you put it on Swerve at Dynasty, I'm not sure if you take it off of him a few months later, like that quick, but who knows?
I don't think Will Ospreay needs a world title.
Oh no, he doesn't need a world title. It's like Omega. Omega doesn't need a world title. Yeah. It's like, I know we're talking about AEW. Is it okay if I mention something in for WWE?
Yeah.
So, The Undertaker never needed a title. Yeah. But WWE, just because of the story they built, who does need a title? Cody Rhodes. Yeah. But that's not here nor there.
Think about Undertaker. His chases.
Say what?
His chases for the title were always better than his title reigns.
Oh yeah. But Adam Page did the same thing. I enjoyed his title reign in AEW, but the chase was sweeter, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
But he's gonna win the title again. Well, and then we'll see how that goes.
Yeah.
But
all right. Thank you so much, Zach, for calling in. We got to move on here.
Thanks, guys.
Thanks, Bob.
Adios,
Talk to you later,
bro. Have a
Zach.
good night.
I'll see y'all in the chat.
Yeah.
All right, so let's
All
go.
right, Caleb. You've been waiting a while. You've been biding your time. It's time for Caleb's corner.
Yeah, bring in Caleb. All right,
Caleb,
so
how's it going?
PCB.
What's up, OF in Westwood?
All right, go ahead, JP.
all right, so here's some of my notes. So they took their entrance, which was already reeking of musky douchiness, and brought it up even more by coming up through the stage with this bright light as if they are the Lord and Saviors of professional wrestling. So mark your calendars. May 6th is Double or Nothing.
May 26th.
Yeah. Oh, that's it. I'm sorry. I don't know why I had May 6th. It's been a long day. Listen, you know what? They've been back for a hot minute. I still don't give a shit about Private Party. I just don't. Like, there's just nothing about them that appeals to me at all. I just don't understand the fascination with them. This is definitely not going to end like the first time they fought at the first Dynamite. There were some botched moves. It was a shoddy Falcon Zero by Nicholas. Nothing was snug. It looked all loosey goosey. Just did not sing very well. But I'll say this: for a match that started sort of bad, it actually became monumentally better throughout the entire match. So, I mean, it was able to save its rear end out of the fire. I'm going to go with Caleb first. Caleb, your thoughts on match number 2?
Okay, what do you think of this?
The match number 2 is good. I saw that on my TV. Was tween fights. The Tomps is good. They did put a good show for us. They work hard tonight. This is wrestling. Like, no matter what, is Tony Khan doing a great job with doing matches for New Japan wrestlers and show us who we are.
Yeah.
Caleb,
Yes.
just too sweet.
And WO for life.
Yeah.
For life.
So let's
You
go
know
to better than your boyfriend, Lord Ryan Rich. Your thoughts on the second match?
Yeah, it was I was probably the weakest match of the night overall, I would have to say, in my opinion. But they did get it going in the second half. It felt more fluid. It felt like it had more continuity. But I did enjoy that they tried to throw in some of those spots that they had in that first match, like for the false finish and everything. So it was cool that they threw that in. I agree, Caleb. I think TK's doing a good job booking these shows so far. The last few Dynamites have been really fun to watch. I think this match could have been 3 minutes shorter, and I would have been happier with it. And if they would have just pushed that good part to the front, then I think it would have been a great match, probably.
Yeah.
It was okay. I've certainly seen worse free wrestling matches.
There you go. Let's go to EVP Joe. This guy.
Oh yeah, this was a good match. I think we're all just waiting for the finals because I think it's clearly going to be the Bucks and FTR 3.
Yeah.
And I don't care how many times we get it. I never get tired of seeing those 4 guys wrestle.
Oh, that's gonna break my bracket because I thought it was gonna be best friends versus top flight.
No, you didn't. Don't lie. But yeah, like I said, like there was something going on with the match. Like there must have been like a slick spot because in both of the quarterfinal matches, just uncharacteristic slips from some relatively sure-footed workers. So I don't really like the botches as people call them. they get a pass. They're allowed to make a mistake every once in a while.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, like I agree. Like it was definitely, it picked up steam as the match went on.
Yeah.
So
Absolutely.
Yes, it was as the day went on. That's how long the match felt.
Canada Dry, what are your thoughts and ruminations, if you will?
Well, I have many thoughts
Oh.
just churning in this head of mine. They're germinating, they're pollinating. Yeah.
It's
And then,
spring.
yeah. So I think that this was a good match. I don't think, every match doesn't need to be a home run.
Yeah.
Like, obviously, you can't have every match be a main event. There was a few mistakes in this, and it happens.
Yeah.
We're all human, and like you don't hear actors getting it in a play. He screwed up the line.
I mean,
That's not how it goes.
Listen, throwing tomatoes at Fozzie Bear came from somewhere.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I'm sure. Like the critics
just
were
saying.
really harsh back in the day.
I'm just saying.
Yeah, but I think it was an okay match. It did what it needed to do.
Yeah.
We're just gonna say goodbye to Caleb here. Caleb, thanks for coming on.
Thank you, everybody.
Adios.
I want to just ask you really quickly, Caleb.
Yes, sir.
Would you ever eat a peanut butter and pickle sandwich?
Pickles with peanut butter? No, they do, but I do like pickles in my peanut butter.
You're not going to eat a peanut butter pickle sandwich.
If one wish asks me to try it, I will.
Right? Will you ask me to try it on the show next time?
I will if it's possible.
Okay, let's do it next week.
Yeah.
All right, peanut butter pickle sandwich next week on the show.
I feel like we're bringing back that long lost segment of who can eat the weirdest food.
Yeah. Well, let's see what Caleb's rating on this sandwich is going to be.
Yeah.
So get your pickles, get your peanut butter, get your bread ready, and tell us what you think of it. All right. We'll see you later. Caleb.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Have a good night, Caleb.
Me too.
Zach says he loves you.
It was just like, Zach says he loves you.
All right, we get a video package with Takeshita again, just showing what Takeshita does, which is, basically piss awesomeness. And that's what he does, which you may want to get that looked at. This should be a squash match with the most strongest wrestler to destroy Dan Schneider. Who's Dan Schneider?
Dan Snyder is
Nickelodeon guy.
the Nickelodeon guy.
Oh, that's right. Okay, I haven't watched the documentary, so no spoilers.
It's really
I was about to say, like, when I hear Dan Snyder, I just think of the Washington Commanders owner, and
Yeah.
he probably he deserves it too.
Yeah.
So,
but he doesn't deserve it as much as this guy.
He deserves to get humbled.
I don't know. There's a lot out there on Dan Snyder.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
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 See, I know Dan Snyder from the TV show he was on, Head of the Class,
Yep.
from way back in the day.
I remember that show.
I know you do.
Yeah. The Class was a great show.
Mercedes Monet's in the house. That's all we need to say. She's in the house. She gets out looking all dapper like a CEO should.
CEO.
And then we get Darby Allin, who apparently is not basically who's not going to climb Mount Everest. Although I didn't know he was doing it for Tony Hawk's.
I didn't. They did a poor job of advertising that as charity.
That is the shittiest advertisement for anything that I've ever seen in my entire life. You have an organization that helps undeserved children.
You're talking about before this ad.
Huh?
You're talking about before this ad came out.
Yeah.
No, yeah. I mean, this whole thing was horrible.
I just thought he was climbing Mount Everest to climb Mount Everest.
Yeah.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, you're talking about before, not mentioning it until now.
Yes.
Okay.
And then he's like, "Oh,
Yeah.
by the way,
Maybe they were saving one big moment, and they were going to say it instead of the reveal.
I mean, here's the thing: it's a great charity. How in the hell do you fumble the football at the 1 yard line and just I don't want to give to that. If that's what they're going to give the quality of a promo for that,
Don't be a cheap ass, JFB. Give them some money.
I could drink.
I was gonna say, give him some money to go to promo school.
Yeah, 20 gallons of fruity vodka.
They still need the skateboard parts, regardless. You still need them.
I get it, but make something better than
Darby Allin's gonna
Darby
climb
Allin's
Everest
sitting on
with
the top
one
of a
leg.
ramp watching Tony Hawk skate.
I love how
listen,
he's not cleared to climb a mountain, but it's okay for Tony Hawk to do a hand plant on his broken foot.
It's just the stupidest thing I've
Now
ever
listen,
seen.
JFB. If I'm selling lemonade with some shitty ass lemonade,
Yeah.
and lemonade spelled wrong, and I'm saying it's for charity and it's going to the poor.
Yeah.
You're telling me those poor kids don't deserve it just because I can't make some good lemonade?
Yes.
Kids still deserve it, even though I'm shitty at what I'm doing.
But you're not going to sell a lot of lemonade if it's shitty. Word gets around.
I'm calling it Canada Dry
Unless-
shitty lemonade for the poor people.
Unless it's a child selling it,
Yeah.
then you'll drink it.
I mean, there's truth in advertising, in which case I would buy your shitty lemonade because you
Do
have.
you ever see some kids selling lemonade stuff? Whenever I see it, I'm like, this is so cool.
Yeah.
I want to see Canada Dry's commercial for his shitty lemonade. Like people coming up like, it's great
Not
for
a
the
joke.
kids.
Not associated with the Canada Dry Corporation.
I was like, this is like the knockoff of Alex's lemonade. You know,
Yeah.
Oh, dear God. Anyways, I digress. Yes, it is. I mean, I love skating. I love Tony Hawk, but I mean, you have this great charity. Don't do a shitty promo on a wrestling show. Try to sell people to give you money. That thing was atrocious. Anyways, I digress. Renee's in the back. She's with Jericho. The moment of truth. Do we get Jericho Hook? Or does Jericho become a manager? The answer to that question is neither. He's just going to give him some advice.
I think this could lead to Jericho being the manager and starting that sort of thing.
Doesn't make sense. Canada Dry, make sense of this, please.
Yeah, I think this could lead to Jericho being the manager and being there for him during matches, but right now it doesn't seem that way. They needed to be more clear on it. Like being vague. I think it's being vague for the sake of being vague to see where the story goes, but sometimes you got to be more clear.
It's like, I'm going to offer you some advice. I'll take your advice, but I know who you are. Come on. This is ridiculous. Lord Ryan Rich.
Yeah, this was just like cool. As far as to where it's leading, this is my bold prediction. It's leading to the second ever Champagne match in which Hook and Orange Cassidy will take on Jericho and Guevara.
Okay.
Because that's as ludicrous as this whole segment.
Next week, it's going to be the Pope versus. Oh,
It's
God.
epic rap
so
battles.
you're saying Pope D'Angelo Dinero is going to show up on AEW next week.
Do you know what's going to be better than this segment?
What?
Caleb eating his peanut butter and pickle sandwich.
Oh, God, yeah. We got to hold him to that.
Yes.
So
He's not allowed on the show unless he holds up a peanut butter and pickle sandwich.
We're going to go over a scheduled recording time.
Yeah.
Just to get this.
We need proof of concept, please.
Let's go to
Someone
Joe.
just came home. I heard the door open.
Nope.
Oh, sorry, I didn't know. Yeah, like I have no idea what to expect from this. Like we have our AFW predictions, and I thought maybe he would just be the manager for Hook, but like you said, like it's very ambiguous as to what this "I'm going to give you advice" means. Because, like, I hate to say it, like, if he needs advice, he could just go to his dad. I mean,
Yeah.
his dad is ass. I mean,
They
hey.
still haven't recognized as actually being his father.
Yeah. So, yeah.
Yeah, his dad
I mean,
didn't teach. Well, listen to this. His dad obviously didn't teach him to wrestle because he can't wrestle for shit. So
Oh, God.
Ouch.
Oh, God.
Yeah, so I guess we'll see where it goes.
Thank God we're saved by the third match. Anna Jay.
wait,
Willow
wait.
Nightingale.
Check this out.
Huh?
Zachary's saying, "Y'all want me to come on and see how many ghost pepper chips I can eat,
Yes.
dude? If you want to do that,
I am not
it doesn't
asking
have to be
you
on
to
this
do
show.
that.
It can be on any show. I'm
I am.
down.
I double dog dare you.
Yeah, ghost
Uh-oh.
pepper chips. That's I'm digging that.
I'll
I
tell
would
you
love
this.
to- I would love
JFB
to
ain't
watch
gonna
you
do
do
that.
it.
All I know is JFB, you better whip up a waiver beforehand.
That's at the start of the show.
No, a waiver to sign that says we're not
Yeah.
liable for any damage from these ghost pepper chips.
Yeah. I want him to do a talkie challenge or a pocky
Ooh,
challenge, or what is
yeah.
it? That one
Pocky-
single chip.
Hockey chip, yeah.
Yeah.
Or the Paki
Is that the
chip,
one that comes in the little
Coffin.
black box with
Coffin.
the
yeah,
skull
little
on it?
coffin? Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's
Is
what
that
I
a thing? You tried that?
Hockey one chip challenge.
one.
You tried it once?
Oh, you and say no.
Never.
I like
No
living. and I
Living
like
is
tasting
cool.
food. Third match of the night, Anna Jay, Willow Nightingale, Chris Statlander, and Sky Blue. Sounds like a punchline to it. Sounds like the start of a dirty joke, but it's not.
Cold quesadilla.
And eat a cold quesadilla. Okay. Here's some of my notes. This was a hard one to it's a hard one to predict because maybe with the exception of Anna Jay, every woman wrestling there has a legitimate claim to be the number one contender. Willow's being Sky Blue, Willow's being this person, Statlander's being this person. The only one that really was confounding was Anna Jay. It was good they found a slot for her so she could slide in and get some TV time, but she felt like this one is not like the others. This one is not the same. Like it just didn't make any sense. Real physical match. I love Willow Nightingale eyeballing Mercedes Monet. I'm going to pose a question. I want you guys to answer this in your retort. By the way, the DVD, the Death Valley Driver on the apron by Willow is just nasty as crap. I mean, that thing is nasty. Has anyone noticed that the more angry Stokely gets, the more his eyes cross? Like, I want to make sure I'm not the only one. Canada Dry, you go first.
I really enjoyed this match. I like the commentary by Mercedes Monet. Willow is she's on a whole other level here. I'm enjoying everything that Willow's doing. She's getting her flowers. She's getting her push. She's getting her moment.
Yeah.
I really feel that she's gonna win that TBS title.
Yeah, I do too.
Getting her big moment. So happy for her. And I can't wait for Chris Statlander to do the turn.
To do what?
The turn.
Like what you're thinking. Lord Ryan Rich.
This match was a real fun match, actually. I enjoyed it a lot. Sky Blue just keeps looking better and better and better to me, like in the ring. Like her fluidity, the motion, like the code blue she did looked really good on stat. I was really impressed. Monet on the commentary was good. I thought that Willow might win.
Yeah.
But you could have. I mean, Anna Jay, I think, would have been an out of the left field choice, but I think the other three, you could have made a legitimate case for any one of them.
Yeah.
I mean, Sky facing Julia maybe would have been kind of weird, but she still has been, doing well enough for that to be a consideration, I guess. But it was a really fun match to watch. I enjoyed it.
All right. EVP.
So I'm really liking the direction of the women's division right now. Like, it's not just matches for the sake of matches.
Yeah.
Like, in this one match alone, there's like 2 or 3 different storylines being furthered, which is awesome because most of the time it's one match, 5 minutes, and it's like, okay, see you next week. But I agree with Lord Ryan Rich. Sky Blue just continues to get better. Willow, I love her. Like, her positivity is just so infectious. It's like you can't hate or be mad at her. Like, it's impossible.
Yeah,
And
she's basically a female version of Big E.
yes.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So I have a French bakery update.
Oh yeah.
So the debate was what I should try. Try the next thing, right? And my whole thing was I didn't want to not have the ham and cheese croissant.
So did you get 2 things?
That's what I did because
Smart man.
I was like, I'm gonna have this, and then I had the cinnamon roll with raisins.
Ooh.
And
cinnamon roll with raisins.
Oh, I love cinnamon rolls with raisins.
Yeah, it was really good.
I mean, I can do it without the raisins, but cinnamon roll,
after trying it, I was like, you know what? Staying with the ham and cheese.
Okay. So
it's hard to screw up a good ham and cheese.
So now the next time you go, are you going to get 3 things?
No. There's a beautiful double chocolate croissant there that I want to try.
That sounds delicious.
Like this place is freaking heaven. I love this place, and I'm glad I only go there once a week.
When you go in there, like, are they heated up for you or are they cold?
They're relatively fresh baked.
Okay.
So they've been baked within like the last hour.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Okay.
I'll say, because if you get that double chocolate croissant, what you should do is take it home and like warm it up in your microwave with a little bit of butter just to rehydrate it.
Oh yeah. It's a nice little stop. Like, it was pouring rain out when we were doing our rounds.
Yeah.
It was raining all day today too here.
Yeah. So we went in there and we entered France and we entered the bakery and we had our food and we just pretended like the world was beautiful.
Ooh la la.
Ooh la la.
Your French side's coming out, Canada Dry. Be careful.
I know, baby. It's because I have the good taste. And it's the bakery is wearing off on me.
We just witnessed the ultimate of Canada Dry.
Canada Dry to you, bitch.
You're now Le French Dry.
Yeah.
Before we move on, I want to get on my soapbox for a second. I don't know if any of you guys watch NXT. Ridge Holland is leaving. I don't know if it's a work or not.
They say it's probably a work.
He's basically leaving wrestling indefinitely for his mental health and the mental health of his family. And it's because of the internet wrestling community. Like, we talk about how great it is to be a wrestling fan, and it truly is. But it brings out a dark side in a lot of people. And the fact that these people bullied this man out of a job is sickening. That's all I'm going to say. You should be ashamed. If you posted anything to Ridge Holland, you should be ashamed. You should.
Yeah, work or no work, you shouldn't be doing that.
Yeah, you're not a fan. You're a sycophant is what you are, but you're definitely not a fan. You know. So Renee's in the back with Dustin, which I didn't realize he's 3-1 in 2024. Like, he's got a winning record right now.
That face paint is killer. I love it.
Oh, I love his new face paint.
That looked like Venom. They gave me Venom vibes.
A little bit. It almost gave me a little bit of Attack on Titan too, because like the exposed cheek with the teeth.
Yeah. Yep. So then the Butcher comes out. Yeah, I mean, I hope the fact that he's got to take a break is bull. It's just bull. It's just bullshit, The Butcher comes out with the challenge it sounded like they were going to make it a bunkhouse match, but when they advertised it for this Friday, they didn't mention that it's a bunkhouse match. Did I miss something?
No,
It
they
is-
just
They just
made a
referenced
reference to it. That
they
was
did-
the last
their
match was?
last match was a bunkhouse match.
Okay. Well,
I
anyway,
can see the confusion there, though. Yeah.
yeah, they got a match on Friday, so it's a guaranteed win for Dustin, which is good. We get Turner Classic Movie. Ben is the host of Turner Classic Movies. Great guy. I've met him before in person. The man, as much of a fanatic I am about cinema, what he knows and what I know would encapsulate is a pinky fingernail on him. Like
It's
this
one of
man,
those-
I hate to interrupt you, but this is very important.
yeah.
Matt B likes his steak rare.
Oh, well, that's good, Matt.
This is one of those where he's probably forgotten more than all of us combined know.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah. So he's with Tony Storm. He's giving her flowers. She's like, repeat after me and make sure you work on your enunciation. It was a decent thing. I don't think we have to stew on it. We get a video package.
I loved his banter with her. Like,
Yeah.
he's like, I'm not saying that.
Yeah.
Watch, that makes no sense.
Yeah. I don't know what you're talking about. Shoes. Watch out for the shoes. What is that? We get a video package with Swerve. We go right to our fourth match. Best friends. You're wondering which best friends? Orange Cassidy, Trent Beretta, and Fruit Cat, who's in the corner with Chuck Taylor.
Fruit Cat.
And they're taking on the Undisputed Kingdom of Taven and Mike Bennett. Here are some of my notes. I'm just going to put this out there. But Roderick Strong with the glasses and the mustache looks like a high school gym teacher who's dating a senior girl in secret. Like when you see teacher having intercourse with a student and then they show his picture, that's Roderick Strong. That should
Well, I think you're close. It's Roderick Strong looks like a guy who was dating the student and then also dating the student as well. He's dating the mom of the student and the student.
Wow. Now you just went into an intriguing storyline for a porn movie. I love it.
Coming soon.
Lots of awesome spots early on. Trent's a freaking gem. There's not a person who sells his ass kicking and sells him getting his ass kicked nearly as good as Trent Beretta. That guy is gold. The fact that you get to watch him, you are privileged and you are honored. And if you don't agree with me, I will humble you. I will break your back. F off, Hulk Hogan.
Just a reminder, the end of the show,
Yeah.
we're going to do the flowers, and you need to come up with a video game. So think of it now.
Make sure you get your video game. So Orange ignores everybody. He goes after Roderick Strong. Then the Bucks come out from the floor to stare down the best friends who got the win. Canada Dry go first, my friend. Fourth match of the night.
This was a good match. I enjoyed these guys. These guys, like Orange Cassidy, Trent Beretta, the Kingdom, like they just put on a show. I liked every bit of this match. It was poetry. What else can I say?
Yeah, absolutely. Lord Ryan Rich.
Yeah, it was a fun match to watch, and to talk about selling, the sell job that Mike Bennett did on the Stundog Millionaire, was like he flew back 7 feet. Like it was awesome. I really enjoyed
it. Seemed like 8, but it was probably 7.
Yeah, but I mean, it was quite the entertaining match, and like Trent is a very undervalued, underappreciated wrestler and like seller. It was just fun all the way around. The jackets they had on, the best friends looked so good.
Yeah.
Like I was like, man, I want to get one of those. Those things are nice.
Yeah.
But it was a fun match to watch.
Awesome. Let's go with Joe.
Yeah, I really enjoyed this match. It was fun. I'm just curious as to why Beretta looked like he belonged more in the Undisputed Kingdom than the Undisputed Kingdom did with the gear they were wearing.
Yeah.
Like, every time I turned on, like I would think Beretta was one of the Undisputed Kingdom members. I'm like, this is confusing.
Oh yeah, we're out for you.
Yeah.
You're not the only one.
But I'm very glad we didn't have to pick this in our predictions this week because I don't know who I would have picked.
Yeah.
Like this one, like I feel like you just literally jobbed out your ROH tag champs again.
Yeah.
To the point where I forget that they're the champions.
Yeah.
You got to do something. Like, where was Wardlow to ensure that these guys win? Like,
He's probably going to get in trouble for that later because that's what Michael Cole wanted.
I mean, Adam Cole?
Adam Cole! That's not like the third time I've done that.
But the favorite thing that happened in this is the post match when the Bucks came up through the Cody Vader. They're talking about how it's so expensive to operate and how they just like wrote it back down, and you got them like, it's so expensive. Why couldn't you just go through the tunnels? I'm like, it's like a hydraulic lift. It's not that expensive.
We go with Renee, who's in the back with Kyle O'Reilly. Can I just say this? He's been back for a hot minute, and to be honest with you, I'm not digging the gosh golly darn it underdog Kyle O'Reilly. I don't like that gimmick at all. I think it's beneath him. I think it's just ugh. Like we know he's going to either fight the Undisputed Kingdom or he's going to join the Undisputed Kingdom. Get to it. You know, get busy living or get busy dying. That's what I got to say. Canada Dry, your thoughts?
You know, I'm going to get busy living because I'm going through a football field full of shit and come out clean on the other side.
Oh.
That's my favorite movie, by the way. You can't be quoting Shawshank Redemption on me.
Yeah.
Never seen it.
Are you serious?
I'm very serious.
You got to be watching the Shawshank Redemption.
Okay.
Yeah. You're not allowed back.
If we got to do a watch along with Rich here. Watch Shawshank Redemption. We'll do it. We'll get
Ukraine walked through 6 miles of pure shit just to get to the other side.
Yeah.
I've heard everyone say it's great.
I
I
that
just
movie at
never
least
watched
once a year.
Yeah.
All right. Ready for another Shawshank watching. Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah. What were we talking about?
Kyle O'Reilly.
Yeah, Kyle O'Reilly. I think it's just you got to wait for the story to play out. Like give him some breathing room. Let's see what Kyle O'Reilly's going to do. He never really had much of a character in AEW before this, so let's let it flush out. Let's see where it's going. Give it a little bit of time to marinate and see where it goes.
Yeah. All right, Lord Ryan Rich.
Yeah, I mean, I feel kind of like Canada Dry does. Like, I guess we just need to let time pass a little bit, but, glad to see he's back.
Yeah. Let's go, Joe.
Said before, and I'm going to maintain it. He belongs in the Undisputed Kingdom, and he's going to be there to help kick out Wardlow.
Yeah.
So I will give it time because honestly, it's been 2 years. I'm just glad to see him back in wrestling, honestly.
Yeah.
Because he's a fantastic wrestler.
Absolutely.
Rumor has it that Wardlow's contract is almost up.
What's that?
Possible.
Yeah, rumor has it that Wardlow's contract is nearly up.
Yeah. Oh, it is.
And if Wardlow's going to WWE, what a better way to beat the shit out of him before it goes.
Yeah.
And replace him.
We beat him up so bad we sent him to New York.
Yeah.
He'll debut the night after Mania as Cody's bodyguard.
Yeah.
He'll be Cody's Diesel to Cody's Shawn.
God. I mean, to be honest with you, it couldn't get any worse for him. Let's talk about the video package with Edge or Adam Copeland. The Cope Open is back. He's sitting on the floor all bloody. Let's go to our 5th match. It's our main event.
Main event.
In one corner, you have the man known as only Swerve. You don't have to use Strickland. You say Swerve, you automatically know who we're talking about. Because he swerves to the left and he swerves to the right and he swerves.
Wait, that's not how the song goes.
No, I
Make it is. If we sing this one, we won't get copyrighted.
preventing us from being sued.
He swerves because he likes it.
Oh my God.
He's taking on Takeshita. Here are some of my notes. Future Champ comes out first. I really like it. I'm not sure of the chain. Here's the thing. If you're going to be the inevitable face that has to face Samoa Joe, you kind of have to get rid of the chain that you used to choke out Adam Page. Like, there's just something that just doesn't fit with how I think they are trying to book him, or in the least part, trying to write his story. Again, this is another hard pick. Both guys have a legitimate answer to be the number 1 contender. I mean, I think Takeshita doesn't get the recognition he deserves. He's done amazing stuff in the States. I mean, I think he's almost on par with what he's done in Japan. Swerve smirks are the best. The way he smirks is just, it's so awesome. So I'm big on story, and I like the story they told in this match. And they went from, technical to power base, and then from power base to high spots. But the inevitability is that Swerve wins. Then we get to Joe in the back. Joe jaw jacks about how he's gonna, he doesn't deserve to be the guy that takes me on. So I'm a little surprised. I did pick Swerve, but I'm still kind of surprised that they picked him, because I think inevitably you have to make him win at Dynasty or whatever the next. If he's not going to be at Dynasty, then at Double or Nothing, I think you have to pull the trigger. I think at this point you have no choice. You're paying yourself in the corner because there's no legitimate contenders out there. It's just Swerve. So unless you're going to make him lose twice to Joe, which really doesn't make a lot of sense.
I can't do that.
Yeah. So either Dynasty or Double or Nothing. Canada Dry main event. Your turn, my friend.
This match kicked ass.
Yeah.
This is a 5-star match. As good as that first match was, this match was better.
Yeah.
Like Swerve and Takeshita.
Takeshita.
Yeah, I can't say it today. Anyways, they put on a show. False finish after false finish.
Yeah.
It was so freaking good.
Yeah.
He is revving up to become one of the greatest black champions of all time.
Yeah. Absolutely.
He's got a rocket on his back.
Yeah.
This guy is money.
Yeah.
Like Tony Khan needs to lock this guy up.
Oh yeah.
And giving him a nice title run at starting a Dynasty. It's gonna be big. Like, you're gonna be selling Swerve merchandise like crazy.
Yeah, absolutely. Let's talk to Ryan Rich.
Yeah, the funny thing is, like, JFB, going back to your point about bringing out the chain, it's like, why are you bringing out a chain when you literally have a whole faction that never comes with you anymore?
Yeah.
I just wanted to quickly add that I absolutely love the chain.
Okay.
It reminds me of JYD.
Yeah, a little
Okay.
bit.
Yeah,
That's
that's why
cool.
I like the chain. It just looks
I mean,
cool.
if he's paying homage, and that's cool, I'm good with that too. But to me, more of like, where's Mogul Embassy? I mean, he's still wearing the shirt, so it's like, but that's neither here nor there, I guess. The match itself was like, come on, you already knew going into it that this was gonna have to be the main event because these are like really two of your top like 5 guys right now in the company. Not
Yeah.
saying Shibata's not like that quality, but in terms of status within the company and like what you're pushing right now, he's not necessarily that.
Yeah.
Good for you, Canada Dry. But it was just ridiculous. Like the whole match, I was just like, and my wife was like texting me. I was like, "Can you please stop? Like I'm trying to watch this match. Like please." I was like, "I don't want to be mean, but stop. Just leave me alone." But it was a good match, and it was crazy.
You should have texted back. Whose house?
If she would have understood that, then it would have been okay.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was a fantastic main event. Like I said earlier, you have Ospreay Shibata, and then you bookend it with Takeshita and Swerve, and that's just like a good piece, 2 good pieces of bread for a good Dynamite show sandwich.
Yep. All right. Couldn't say any better, but we're gonna try. Joe.
This match ruled. Like, I mean, it was. This is another example of a match that just progressed and flowed, and nothing felt out of place.
Yep.
Like, same with that first match. It's just these are microcosms of what makes AEW so great. They are able to work different kinds of styles within the same match. And like you said, I was worried that they were going to go with another time limit draw or some kind of another triple threat or something just to bridge the gap to Double or Nothing. I'm glad they didn't because as over as Swerve is, you can only tease him winning the title so many times before your return on investment is going to be 0.
Yeah.
Like, it's time. Like, I love Samoa Joe, but like, you have to capitalize while it's hot. And Swerve there's no one hotter than Swerve right now.
Yeah.
Plain and simple.
Yeah.
We have Tiff backstage again.
Okay. Well, real quick, I just want to say something about the chain. I love the chain because to me, the chain just gives me Rampage Jackson vibes. And I love Rampage in the UFC.
Yeah.
Like, it's just an aesthetic thing. It's not like he's using it in matches or anything. So.
All right.
What did you think, Tiff, of this main event?
It was great. I came on here to because I always wanted to do the ending of the show to give my favorite match. And before I get off, I thought I would do just that too. My favorite match of the night was either the first match or the main event, and I give the show a 4.5.
Okay.
And I give the flowers or a black rose.
Wait, you don't get, if you're going to do the ending, favorite video game.
My favorite video game? Man, that's hard.
Growing up.
Super Mario World is the one I've beat the most in my life. I'll do that one. I play that one.
And my question for you is, would you take a Mountain Dew or the Swerve versus, I can't even say it.
Takeshita.
The same answer I gave you earlier.
You're taking a Mountain Dew over this match.
I am not picking Mountain Dew. No.
You get withhold 1 Mountain Dew?
Okay, I'll take the main event.
There you go.
Gosh.
You can drink Mountain Dew tomorrow. All right, Tiff.
All right, I'll see you.
Have a good night.
See you later. Yeah, I got it. Got it to say no to Mountain Dew.
We're at the end of the show, which means we have to do what Tiff just did for us, and that is give our favorite match, our favorite segment, number of bells, and your favorite video game of all time, favorite video game for this week.
Okay, I'll be back in 1 second, guys. Okay.
Okay.
He's going to look for a video game.
Let's go with better than your boyfriend, Lord Ryan Rich.
Favorite match is the main event.
Yep.
it was just spectacular. Like, there's really not much more that you can really say about that. I'm gonna give my favorite segment. Timeless Tony Storm. I thought it was hilarious to have him there too. Kind of both scratching each other's backs, with Turner and Warner Brothers all the same. And I would say I would give tonight a 4.27.
Oh, okay.
And as far as one of my favorite video games, I'm going to keep it with Nintendo.
Yeah.
With Tecmo Super Bowl.
Ooh, Tecmo Bowl. All right.
Well, there's Tecmo Bowl and then there's Tecmo Super Bowl.
That's true. You're right. Techno Super Bowl.
Like me with Shibata. I didn't say it.
All right. Canada Dry, you're next.
All right. So my favorite segment, just to stick it to JFB, is the Darby Allin charity. Just because I think that because it's for charity, that's the most important thing. It rules the whole thing, and I'm all about that. So I'm for that segment. The match of the night is Swerve Strickland versus that guy. I can't say his name.
Takeshita.
I don't know. I just tonight it's
maybe you can say Konosuke. Is that easier?
I can say Konosuke.
Well, just say Konosuke then.
Yeah.
All right.
I don't want
So yeah, this match just it rocked the house. And my favorite video game, the video game of the week for me,
Yeah.
Streets of Rage 2.
Oh,
Ooh,
yeah.
yeah.
Where else can you kick ass and find a whole chicken on the ground to revitalize your health?
That's true.
Not
This is
many
like
places.
you're like, I'm dying. Wait, there's a whole chicken here. This is amazing.
Yeah.
Score.
It's fireworks and everything.
Yeah.
Yeah. And my score of this show is 4.72.
Okay. Flipped it up, rub it down. All right.
Yeah.
G.I. Joe.
Okay, so my segment of the night, I'm going with the Young Bucks and their interview with Renee. They're so scummy and it's hilarious. I love it. Match of the night, like it's kind of a toss-up between the opener and the main event.
Pick, go with your heart. Don't have to change it up.
I think I'm gonna go with the main event. Like,
Yeah, it is what it is.
and then
I mean, it's a dang good match, bro.
And then my video game of the week, in honor of Tony Hawk.
Oh,
This is the remastered version on PS4.
That's hilarious. I totally thought you're going to get a game.
Tony Hawk Pro Skater 1 and 2.
Awesome.
You are a cheeky little monkey.
So, yeah.
The chicken
and
monkey
then
bumlopa.
my score for the week, I'm giving this 4.5.
Okay. 4.5.
Good.
Whew, man. I'm going to start with my favorite segment. My favorite segment was the Young Bucks with Renee. It was so douchey. You would be so much better if you smiled.
Oh,
She should just smack the shit out of them. She just went and just smacked the hell out of them. Favorite match? I'm bucking the trend. As much as I love that main event, that opening match was incredible.
Mm-hmm.
And to me, being a Shibata fan, being an Ospreay fan, knowing that they've had interactions in New Japan and they're finally here to do it, was for me was just phenomenal. It was just absolutely phenomenal. My favorite video game, it's there's no shock. I'm a huge Red Sox fan. Love the Boston Red Sox. Opening day is tomorrow for the Boston Red Sox. We're on the road in Seattle against the Mariners. So I am going to go with RBI Baseball.
Nice.
For the original NES. I just love that game. Like the big fat guy just hits the hell out of it. Just shoo.
JP.
Yeah.
Both the Red Sox.
Yeah.
Buck Foston.
You're not very
Wow.
This coming from a guy wearing a Toronto Blue Jays. And well, okay, you got the Grizzlies. That's okay. I don't mind that. My cumulative score, well, my score is going to be a 4.25. I think that the two tag team matches didn't work, and that jumbled up mess in the middle with the segments didn't make sense. Like the charity pro, it felt like everything just went.
Yeah, it was like the sauce on the sandwich didn't quite hit.
Yeah, exactly. Like for anybody who's ever flown into Reno, you have to fly over the mountains and you have to do an immediate drop to get to the airport. Yeah. So you're like constantly going up and down. You're like, whoa. So that's kind of what that was like. I felt like the bottom came out. So yeah. So what's our cumulative score?
I'm going to be honest. I didn't hear everyone's score. So can we run over them one more time, please?
Yeah.
Mine is 4.72.
Yep.
Mine was 4.27.
4.25.
Oh, yeah, because he was busy getting his video game.
4.5. So we're at a 4.435 for this week.
That's not bad at all.
Like,
That's pretty
good
fucking
show.
awesome.
The opener and closer deserve that rating on their own.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Absolutely. So what do we have in store for this week, Mr. Canada Dry?
We got on Friday, we got our new show Around the Effing Galaxy.
Yeah.
We're gonna go in the vault. We got some fun videos to look at. We got the magic of wrestling on Saturday. We're gonna have Collision After Dark again.
Yeah.
And then we're gonna have our get together on Sunday for the All Effing Wrestling Show.
Hell yeah.
And before we close up, I want to remind everyone that the best shirt ever just came to our Pro Wrestling Tees store. Check it out in the link. All money goes to us.
Yeah.
That's all I got.
To do the stuff that we need to do to make this podcast for you for free.
Yeah.
So, prowrestlingtees.com/effing wrestling. Yeah, we have shirts. We have a lot of shirts. We have a JFB shirt. We have a Lord Ryan Rich shirt. We have the Sharpshooter shirt. We have a Canada Dry shirt. We have the Middle Finger shirt. We have the All Effing Wrestling Show shirt. Whew.
And you like old school wrestling, and I know you do.
Yeah. ProWrestlingTees.com/Adrian Adonis, where you can get all your Adrian Adonis gear on behalf of Canada Dry, on behalf of Lord Ryan Rich, on behalf of the EVP Joe. I am the JFB.
You thumbs down on yourself.
Yes, I thumbs down, but watch this.
There you go. I'm going to keep it real simple. Sometimes life is hard. It knocks you down. It's okay to be down. It's not okay to stay down. You got to reach out to your friends, reach out to whoever can help you, get the support. And as they're helping you, you have to stand up and fight too. So raise your fist in the air and say it with me. Remember to just keep fighting.
Let's hit it.
This has been an effing worldwide media production. You can find us on all social media platforms like Facebook, Twitter, and others. Head over to our YouTube channel at youtube.com/effing wrestling. And while you're there, click like and subscribe. Want some swag? Head to our store at prowrestlingtees.com/effing wrestling. You can find all these links and much more at our awesome website, effingwrestling.com. As the JFB always says, you can book it.
Is it take a shit?